Hi everyone, my name is Kate and I'm the artist behind the Lost Sheep art series that was painted in Windsor, Ontario this summer 2024. This series of 40 landscape paintings each feature a hidden sheep and was inspired by the real-life story of two sheep that were lost in the neighborhood nearby EC Row Expressway. So far, one sheep has been rescued and brought to Charlotte's Freedom Farm and the other is still missing. I am an avid painter and illustrator, and at the beginning of this summer I read a book called Daily Painting by Carol Marine, which was a big inspiration for me. I had been thinking for a while about documenting the feelings of nostalgia that I have for South Windsor through my art. And then one day, while out for a walk, I saw the sheep running through the neighborhood. The experience of seeing something so out of place in such an ordinary setting felt completely magical to me, and it was the perfect inspiration for an art series. The daily paintings were all completed using gouache paint over top of an acrylic base on watercolor paper. If you're unfamiliar with gouache, some people describe it as an opaque watercolor. I like it because it's convenient to use outdoors and the cleanup is super easy because everything just washes away with water. I had a lot of adventures painting this summer and learned a bunch of new things about Windsor that I never expected. Did you know that the Yorktown Square sign turns off at exactly 10:50 p.m.? If you keep an eye out, you'll find a hole in the fence nearby the Askin end of the Grand Mayor's Ditch. So if you ever want to go down there and paint it at sunset, you just gotta climb through the fence. And I never thought I'd encounter this kind of art critic while I was painting at Charlotte's Freedom Farm. That said, I just loved being outside and experiencing nature and Windsor's wildlife this summer. Painting is a great endeavor. A big part of this series was sharing the works as a daily painting challenge online on the r/Windsor Ontario subreddit. It had been delightful to read people's responses to the work, especially the stories people shared about their memories and feelings associated with each painting location. Additionally, I've always loved art that has something hiding in it because it makes viewing the image like an Easter egg hunt. So hiding a lost sheep in each painting was an extra fun challenge for me, and I delighted in the audience's search for it. In choosing locations for this painting series, I started off by painting nearby the sheep's real-life hiding spot, and as the series progressed, I chose to focus on places of childhood nostalgia, iconic South Windsor scenes, community meeting points, and places of connection between neighborhood features and the beautiful summertime greenery. There's this great quote that I love by Renee Magritte, who is in large part an inspiration for the Lost Sheep series and the style of the hiding sheep. He said, "Everything we see hides another thing. We always want to see what is hidden by what we see." For me, creating art is as much a practice of painting as it is of looking. In my daily life, I find myself often struggling to stay mindful of noticing and appreciating the good times while they're actually happening. Painting helps me spend time appreciating the flow of the moment or of witnessing life. I hope that when people view my paintings, they're encouraged not just to look for the sheep, but to return to their daily lives looking for presents, looking for the magic that exists in our city, whether a sheep is lost in the neighborhood or not. I've learned so much about painting and sharing my work this summer, and I am so grateful for all the support that I've had. My final ode to this work culminates next week at Art Speak Gallery, where I'll be showcasing the original artworks from the series, holding a literal tiny sheep Easter egg hunt, and offering prints for sale. It will be my first ever art gallery, and I'd love for you to come by and see all the works. Please bring your friends and family and stop by to say hello. I'll be in attendance at the gallery from Tuesday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, with a special reception night Friday the 13th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Art Speak Gallery is at 1942 Wyandotte Street East, between Kildare Road and Devonshire Road. I'm looking forward to seeing you there.